Hey, welcome back to 2DG. We've got another beer review.
Super rare, apparently, because I've been looking for like 5 minutes. I can't find anything on this.
Other than the brewer's website, which
didn't give anything. Alright, I'm going to butcher the hell out of this. So it's called Bulgakhopf. Here, I'll put it up to the...
Yeah, I'm sure you can read
anyway,
that.
I'll read the description since I really don't have anything else to say. Meet Behemoth. He's an unusually large, demonic talking cat. And there is a large, and I'm going to assume demonic talking cat on this label here. He loves vodka, so that's interesting.
Vodka?
Chess and syllogisms. Gizms. I don't know what the hell that is either. And he keeps very strange company. Behemoth appears periodically throughout time to settle scores. That's what brings him today. On this bottle, honored by this beer.
Okay, and who's this from?
I'm not done reading. Thank you. This is a big hoppy hazy New England IPA. It has a creamy body, is but an ephemeral placeholder for the Equinox, Sapphire, or Saffir. I'm assuming it's Sapphire, even though it doesn't have an E, which I've never heard of those hops before. And Amarillo hops as they perform their masterful bidding upon your will to joy. Enjoy at night, alone, or with friends by an open window. Close enough. We're with family and there's
by
a
an
door.
open window.
Anyway, so this is by, and he can do his triangle now, Illuminated Brew Works, and they're out of Chicago. And I picked this up at Benny's in Chicago.
And apparently, this has only been brewed once.
Well, no, because it's part
Yes! She just found it.
That's what it says.
Well, I went to their website and it says it's part of their year-round, whatever.
Well, apparently this is the first year. Bam!
Alright, cool.
Here we go.
So I've never seen this before, never heard anybody talk about it. The only reason I picked it up is because it says New England style IPA on there and I want to see somebody else's take on it. So,
Yep.
Let's crack it open.
Let's do it. Bet Darwin didn't have it.
None of our Dark Lord Day, friend. Anybody want anything of this New England style shit? We do. You say here it appears to be a little too carbonated.
I was thinking a little too light in color.
I can smell it already, though.
I smelled it as soon as you opened it. I had hopes, so I'm hoping it's smelling what you're smelling.
Now this is going to be a smidge warmer than we probably should be drinking it, but who cares? Alright, so coming in a nice...
It's hazy.
Okay, juice color thing.
A little darker, though.
Yeah, similar like pineapple juice. I'm going to say they're using Pilsner malt. I don't know, though. They didn't really give any other info other than the description on the side of the bottle that was kind of Three Floyds-esque, telling the story.
Color of a very pulpy orange juice. Maybe a little darker.
Stiction kind of blows, but
Yep, no
they are tight white bubbles. Let's get an aroma.
Yeah, and it's really holding the head, so I think you're right on the malt.
Yeah.
I'm liking that.
I'm surprised that there's no mosaic in here, because that's basically what I'm pulling out of this.
Very, very pineapple-y, though.
I'm getting it like a generic kind of sweet, citrusy flavor in this. What was that?
You're wrong.
About what?
They use churro and flake barley.
Damn it.
Well, but the barley, you know.
Sorry, I said that I thought they used Pilsner and it's only 2-row. It's just an extremely light color, so whatever. Fine.
Well, but the barley maybe helps darken it up.
Yeah, a nice sweet, kind of generic, citrusy, tropical thing. I'm getting a little bit of pineapple. Almost apple-y too, like a sweet apple.
So I'd go pineapple, orange. No grapefruit.
I disagree with that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm getting grapefruit, flesh, albeit. I'm not getting...
I might go a little bit on the flesh, pink. It's a little more darker.
Right.
I don't think that's a word, phrase, but sorry.
Yeah, not bad though.
I'm really impressed with this.
To be honest, I had no expectations for this. I truthfully probably thought it was going to suck, but let's taste it.
Let's do it.
Here's what I want to say. We'll get to the flavor profile here in a second. This tastes like a good attempt. And basically, if you're not from the New England area, that's basically what they all taste like. It's a good attempt. You're just never there. That being said, nice punch of carbonation up front, which isn't traditional with the style. Pretty light body. I wouldn't say it's as creamy as they're making it sound on here. Those are the negatives. Positives are super sweet throughout, which I do enjoy. It's got a nice kind of pineapple flesh, grapefruit flesh. I'll say maybe a smidge of like a sweet orange.
Yes, smidge.
Finishes super dry for an 8% beer. It's a good attempt. Really good.
I'm gonna say it's huge on the orange. Not the flavor, but the follow through, the sweetness. And what are those little cutie things? Whatever those are really called. Those little, or like mandarin maybe.
Yeah. I see what you're saying about that orange juice.
On
finish.
the back end, I find a lot of the orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, to the point where I start to go, did they really just put orange juice in? Because the flavor is so on the spot. It's not like in the vein of, or I'm really surprised with this.
God, the finish is dry. So it's weird too, because like normally when you get a super dry finish on a beer, that's just it. It cuts out. Maybe you get some alcohol esters.
I think if it had a little more mouthfeel, a little thicker, creamier, it would be really in that New England. I mean, okay, let's be straight. It'd be in that treehouse vein. I think it's a little more on the orange juice side, though. I think it's a little more orange juicy, and maybe missing a little bit on the hop pop. But
no, they're not close to being on treehouse level.
I'm not saying on their level.
You did, though.
Anyway, whatever.
It's just not as fruity. It's not as deep smelling.
Deep, I'll give you that, but I
yeah.
think it's definitely as fruity.
I disagree.
But it's not as complex of
No.
taste and smell.
Yeah. This would be the time we pulled up on rate beer, but we already wasted our time doing that. Now, it is classified as a New England style IPA, but it is 8%, so it'll be an Imperial IPA.
As carbonated as I thought this was, it doesn't have the pop, the fizz pop, that I think would help with it.
So Imperial IPA, Bulgakhopf or Behemoth. I don't know if that's maybe a different language for Behemoth. I'm not a linguist by any means. What are you gonna give it? We'll wait. He's doing a very inopportune beverage consummation here.
I'm gonna go 8.5 on this. I really dig it. I think it is in the this is one that actually says, "Oh, New England style," and I believe it. I agree with that. I think it's a finely. I think it could use some tuning. I definitely do. And again, like you said, I think it could be a little chilled more.
I'm glad it's not though, because honestly, I feel like if it was a little bit cooler, it'd be a lot more muted.
And I'm with you there, but I'm thinking that it might brighten it up, the fizz that'll lift those flavors a little more.
I don't want fizz.
I want something to lift the flavors. These are one of the treehouse beers I had was more of a sit on your palate on the lower edges of your mouth flavor, whereas some of them lift up and fill your whole mouth up with these. Hey, it's vibrant. This isn't as vibrant. Now, that being said, it is a hugely tropical beer. I mean, it's got tremendous juicy flavors. Yeah, I really dig it.
It's not hugely tropical.
Man, I don't know what your expectation is. Now you can see why I took a drink.
If you're gonna say New England style, you're putting yourself out there to be criticized to live up to the standard that's been set. I'm sorry, you just are. And if you can't do it, you can't do it. Whatever. Most people can't.
But
You were gonna say?
our sampling of New England style is almost limited to a brewery. So
That's your fault.
without having heady and some Trillium and more of the Hill Farmstead, we can't really. So the reality is, it's not Treehouse.
Well, you can say that. I won't, because all of the reviews that I have watched, and it's been a lot, they're all about saying the same thing. It's at Treehouse World Class level. This is not. Therefore, you will be punished. So, I'll give
But
it.
didn't the Alchemist set the New England style?
Sure did.
Right.
And they're right up there with being the best.
But I've never heard the Alchemist Heady Topper described anything like Julius in flavors and stuff like that.
You haven't watched the review then.
Oh man. I'm sorry about interrupting.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I will do an 8.5. It's really good. I won't say it's as tropical as him. It has elements of that. Like I said, it's not deep enough. To me, when you're tropical, you're super juicy. I should almost think that the fruit juice is in here, and it don't. And I think that honestly has a lot to do with the carbonation of it. They said it was creamy in the bottle. It is not. It's just low carbonated. There's a difference.
Yeah, I will go more. With
That being said, the carbonation for me actually kind of mutes the flavor. Whatever is left of the carbonation in there carries it all the way through and doesn't kind of let it linger like it should. But the flavor is good. It is juicy. It is fruity. It's just not quite there. So 8.5 overall.
Overall, I think I'm going to sit at an 8.5. I really like it. And I think it is probably one of the better attempts at New England style from the Midwest. And it's definitely better than the New England style, the Three Floyds that we had at Dark Lord. So, number one, you're getting close to the style. I mean, you're nailing it pretty damn good. Number two, you're doing better than Three Floyds did with it. So, what more can you say?
To be fair, I think Floyd's is kind of just like, we got a festival, make something. I don't know, that's the vibe I got from it.
I think Three Floyds can nail anything they really want to, so I don't think they really gave too much of a crap, but excellent. This is excellent.
I have not, admittedly, done any research on this brewery minus the 4 minutes that we took trying to find this damn thing. But to me, and I hate saying this, to me this has a feel of a faux brewery.
Okay, and I'm going to agree with you there. I want to do some research as well.
Yes. Now, if I'm wrong, Illuminated Brew Works, I apologize. But that, I don't know, it's kind of a vibe I'm getting.
I would
We'll
agree.
see. We'll do some research and we'll post it in the video to say if we're right or wrong.
And I hope I'm wrong.
Oh yeah, 100%. But this beer is good enough to make me think that we are wrong.
For being unheard of.
Right.
That's what's scary.
Yeah.
We talked about that previously.
Well, that being said, we were in Chicago and we bought a local product, so yeah. I'll stick with an 8.5 too. It's good. I'd buy it again.
Oh yeah.
I wish they did like maybe a 6-pack of it instead. Maybe they do. I don't know. But I didn't see anything else from them while we were there. I just saw this, saw the New England style, picked it up. But yeah, pleasantly surprised. In all honesty, I thought it was not going to be good.
I'm definitely going to seek this brewery out. I'm going to try to learn more about them, and I do want to visit if I find out good things, as far as the
They're at
origin.
415 North Sangamon Street.
Not a local, so I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But I would like to check them out because, this is almost one of those where they're doing themselves a disservice. You're crafting this level of beer, and why then try to mimic someone else? It's almost like just nail your own stuff and go for it.
Well, everybody's doing it.
I know, and I
Literally
get it, because here I am going, it's really good, man, really, really good. But at the same time, you've got the skills, man. Do something awesome on your own.
So, if you're in the Chicago area, you live there, you frequent there often.
And we know some of you do.
Yes. Let us know if you've had this. I would be curious to know also if you've had anything else from them, just to see, because this one's honestly pretty good. I saw that on their website they had like 4 or 5 that are mainstays, and they said this one was, but apparently that's not true, so I don't know.
Yeah, close in on that for sure.
Yeah. Also, like, comment, subscribe.
Ring that bell.
Ring the bell. I don't know where it is, but do that. And then,
Check back for the next one.
Yeah.
All right, see ya.
2G.